Hey, what's up, Bonehosh? Eugene here. Welcome to a video all about multiverses. I have never really played a platform fighting game before, so I've been having a lot of fun learning this one. But there are things that I wish I knew that would have made things a little bit easier before I kind of like dove into it kind of thing. So thought I'd share some of those with you. So if you enjoy tutorials and learning and just getting better at this kind of game, I'm definitely diving right into it. So consider subscribing, hit that like button, and we'll be uploading more videos as we learn more about the game. Let's get into the 5 tips I think are useful for anyone just beginning. The first one, this is absolutely the most important in my opinion, is the dodge button. I had my buttons mapped wrong, so I just kind of ignored this for like the first half of the day that I played. But this is such a useful tool. So not only can you use it on the ground, you can use it in the air, like say someone's trying to hit you off the platform, whoop, you dodge, or you get hit like way over here, whoop, you use your dodge to kind of get close to the platform. At playing like a brute character, as I have found it very useful to use it up close. So just dodging through. So let's say Superman, for example, has like this big wind-up punch that he does, and just before he goes to hit it, boom, I dodge to the other side. He's stuck in that punch animation, so he can't do anything about it. And I just go to town, bam, 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 Batman, or whoever you're playing. I don't play Batman, but yeah. So it actually makes you invincible for a little while. So it's also useful in the air when someone's like saying you're falling off and someone's trying to punch you or kind of dunk you. Boop, just dodge out of the way. So definitely become friends with this button. It is super duper useful, and yeah, don't overlook it. My second tip is to understand all of your air options. Air mobility and defense is huge in this game. So you have 2 jumps that you can use while you're in the air. You can do 2 special moves, and you can do a dodge as well. I believe you can do 2 dodges. My timing on that is a little weird, but yeah, this will help you big time, especially if you have a character who has movement special moves in the air, especially to kind of help you if you get launched right off here. Make sure that you use all your options. Look at that. Batman just grapples his way back in. But yeah, I believe they touch on this a little bit in the advanced tutorial, but yeah, air movement is huge in this game, so make sure that you understand it completely before you dive into anything kind of sort of super competitive. Well, there's my double dodge right there. I know what I'm talking about. Tip number 3 is to understand the stages and how your character wants to play around them. I play with Jake the dog so far. He's the only character I've learned, but I am going to learn Finn at some point. This stage is kind of tough for me because I turn into a horse and I kind of run around. These 2 panels here, they disappear. So that kind of limits my movement, forcing me to play in the air a little bit more, where right now I'm a little bit more uncomfortable. As time goes on, I might change that, but understanding the stages and how you want to play the game is huge to this. Stages can be counterpicks to certain characters, so you want to make sure that you understand how your character works with certain stages. If there are some stages that maybe your character is advantageous on or disadvantageous on, you kind of want to be aware of that and how your character can play around it. So yeah, stages, pretty darn important. I think in most platformers they are, so this might not be something new if you're a platform extraordinaire, but for anyone like me that's just transitioning over here, this is something that that might be somewhat new. Alright, my 4th tip would be to make sure that you have proper controls. As I mentioned in my first tip here, I didn't really use the dodge button for most of the day because it was mapped to a button I didn't use. So I went through to my controls, in your settings. I play with keyboard and mouse. So I made sure to go through, make sure that I checked everything that I wanted to use. I now have my, my dodge on my mouse thumb button. So I play with mouse and keyboard. You might play with a controller. Either way, just make sure your controls are kind of where you're going to use them and where you can make sure that you use everything, decently. Everything's available to you. There's a lot of tools in this game, so you want to make sure that you use them. And my last tip is to navigate your practice mode. Spend lots of time in here in the lab, as they call it, as we've called it in fighting games forever. But yeah, there's lots of different things that you can do here. So you can I could change Superman to just do very easy, medium, hard. Jumping, if I want to practice like hitting him out of the air or something like that. Recovery is just kind of just chilling, just enjoying life. Dodge, if I wanted to practice like dodging things to see maybe how hard something whiffs if they dodge through it. And normal attack, special trap, and patrolling, which is just kind of walking around. So you can also, if you want to learn some combos and stuff with your character, show the hit stun combo, show your juggle combos, so the game will actually tell you if what you're doing is comboing.
Sorry, Superman.
There's an air juggle ×2, because it is kind of difficult to. I'm having some problems finding some combo paths in this game, and I'm sure that's something that I'll get better at as time goes on. But this has definitely helped me kind of understand what what combos and what doesn't. And, you know, what juggles in the air and what, you know, on the ground, especially with a character who might strive a little bit more on the ground and not in the air. So, again, understanding your character, understanding your options, all that kind of thing. Practice modes has lots of different things here. It's, you know, WB has been really good over the years of just having solid practice modes, so this doesn't really surprise me that even for a game that's not super duper, like, complicated, there's not a whole lot of buttons and that kind of thing, they did a really good job of giving you all the options that you need here to kind of understand characters and matchups a bit in here. So, anyways, hope you enjoyed that video, hope you found it helpful. If you did, please leave a like, because it really helps me out, and subscribe if you haven't, because I make new videos almost every single day. Hashtag Bonehawks, all that stuff, and we'll see all you Bonehawks next video.